Alrighty, welcome to some Blackjack gameplay that we're going to be doing. Today we're probably just going to do the Lucky Queen side bet, because I like that one the most. I think that one's the most fun. I'll do the other ones at some point, later, or the next day or something, but I will do each of these at another point in time, but today we're just gonna be playing some blackjack for funsies. We're gonna be playing perfect basic strategy. Okay. Hmm. Oh. Oh, I should probably bring up the side bet things just so you know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, it's just normal rules of blackjack. I'm sure you all know how it works, but if not, the goal is just to get as close to 21 as you can without going over. And then your goal is to, beat the dealer's hand. Yeah, this is both of the side bets. The block bonus is just betting that at least one of your two cards is of the same suit as the dealer's face-up card. So, the dealer's one face-up card, you're betting on whether one or both of your cards are of the same suit and then higher in value. So you can see each of the little, examples of what's here. And then Lucky Queens. Lucky Queens is basically the great value version because, you can't say... There's a real-life blackjack side bet called Lucky Ladies, and it is literally this same thing. The biggest... Although I do remember, if I remember correctly, the one difference between this one and then Lucky Ladies is that I'm pretty sure for Lucky Ladies, if you have a pair of Queen of Hearts and then the dealer also has Blackjack, that's like the jackpot. I think that pays like 1,000 to 1 or something like that. But yeah, ideally you want, the double Queen of Hearts. There is no one after that. That's just, that's just the biggest payout. But the nice thing about the block bonus is that if you get the double Queen of Hearts, as long as the dealer's face-up card is also a heart and lower than a queen, you'll still get the max payout for this as well. So, one of my friends who also plays this game a lot, he has hit the double Queen of Hearts before. I haven't. Or I guess technically I have, but one time I was playing a different blackjack table, and I did get dealt 2 Queen of Hearts. But unfortunately, it was not, it wasn't with the Lucky Queen side bet, so I never ended up getting that. Now, right here, I'm going to take this as a learning opportunity to, maybe teach some of you who aren't familiar with basic blackjack strategy. Soft 18 is the most complex hand to play. Soft 18 is easily the most misplayed hand in the game. So basically, based off of just mathematical stuff, right? So this is like hundreds of thousands of simulated hands based off of mathematics. With a soft 18, if the dealer's face-up card is 2 through 6, you're going to double down on that. You're going to double on that. If the dealer's face-up card is a 7 or an 8, like it is in this scenario, you're just going to stand on it. You're not going to do anything else. You're just going to stand. And then if that dealer's face-up card is a 9, 10, or ace, you're going to hit on it. Now you're probably thinking, well, why the hell would I ever hit on an 18? The thing is, it's a soft 18. So let's say, let's say you get a 5, right? So now instead of having your soft 18, now you have a hard 13, right? And it's like, well, now my hand is worse. But, if after that, if you take another card, there's a decent chance your hand is going to end up being equal to or greater than 18. You know what I mean? It's like you take that 5, it's like, well, now I have 13. So you take another card, boom, there's a 7. Now your 18's a 20, you know? But yeah, in this specific scenario, where the dealer's hand is an 8, that would just be a stand. And that's exactly why. Mathematically, the most likely card that the dealer is going to have underneath is a 10. When you play blackjack, you should always operate under the assumption that that dealer's card is a 10. Hence why, if you have soft 18 against an 8, you would just stand on that, because chances are you're probably going to push. Now, in that scenario, I ended up getting lucky because the dealer had a 9, so obviously the dealer has to stand on all 17s. And even then, like, some blackjack tables will do it differently. Some tables have it to where the dealer has to hit on a soft 17. And some have it to where the dealer will stand on a soft 17, like here. In this game in particular, the dealer will stand on a soft 17. Which, tables where you have to hit on a soft, tables where the dealer must hit on a soft 17, those are more advantageous to the player. And if you're wondering why, it's basically because, if you have a soft 17, chances are you might end up drawing another card that makes 17, like into a 14 or a 15, and then they'll take another higher card and end up busting. So, again, it's just one of those mathematical things where, certain whatever. You get the idea. But yeah, and, some blackjack tables will have it to where blackjack will only pay out 6 to 5 instead of 3 to 2. Like, if you go to Vegas, if you ever go to Vegas to gamble, just don't, honestly. Oh, no! I would highly recommend not doing that, simply because Vegas has, like, started implementing much more, like, the rules for their games are kind of more bullshit now. So, like, if you go to Vegas, you're gonna see, like, 6 to 5 blackjack payout, stand on all 17. Some of them, I have heard that some blackjack tables have started implementing a rule where if the dealer has a 22, instead of them busting and you winning, you just push. You don't even win that. Now, another example here of basic strategy is sometimes when the dealer's face-up card is an ace, you will be asked if you want insurance. Insurance is half of your current bet. So right here you can see I'm betting 5 million. If I want insurance, I'm going to hit yes down there, and it'll put another 2.5 million out. Basically, insurance, in essence, insurance is a side bet. Because what a side bet does is a side bet does not affect how you play the game. Side bets don't affect how you play the game. So all insurance is you are just betting if you think the dealer has blackjack or not. And, insurance pays 2 to 1. So if I put that 2.5 million out there and the dealer does have blackjack, I'm going to get 5 million for that, but then I'm still going to lose this bet. Ideally, if you are playing blackjack, you should never take insurance or even money. even money is basically the same thing as insurance, but if you don't already have blackjack, then it's going to be insurance. But if you got blackjack, even money is just, are you going to take the normal 1-to-1 payout, or are you going to risk it and assume that the dealer doesn't have blackjack, right? So if you take even money, then you're just taking 1-to-1 payout. But if you don't take even money and the dealer does flip over blackjack, then you just push. You get your bet back, but you don't win anything. You just push. And then if you don't take even money and the dealer doesn't have blackjack, then you get your 3-to-2 blackjack payout as usual. The book says do not ever take insurance or even money unless you know the count. If you are counting cards and you know if the count is high enough, then yes, you should take insurance or even money. But otherwise, if you don't know the count, it's not worth it. So I'm not going to take even money. I'm not going to take insurance. She does not have a blackjack, so we know that's not a 10. 14. Too many. You know, it's bound to happen at some point. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so, and then another thing I should mention. Other blackjack tables will also have rules about, like, you know, being able to double down after splitting, only being able to split, like, once. In this specific, or, another one is, like, usually, they will not let you hit on split aces. If you split aces, usually they just give you one more card for each of them, and boom, that's it, you're done. Now, this game is actually nice, and they let you hit on split aces, and you would also be able to double down on split aces as well. Now, this right here is, every blackjack player loves to see this, especially when this is a low card. But 11 is always a double down, with one exception. The only exception to doubling down on 11 is if you are playing if you are playing blackjack and the dealer has to hit soft 17s, then 11 is going to be double down always, no matter what. If you are playing at a table where the dealer has to stand on soft 17, then the only time you should not double down is if that dealer's face-up card is an ace. That's it. Otherwise, you're still going to want to double down on 11 against everything else. And for those of you who are unaware, doubling down is you put out another one of your bets. You double your bet, and then you just get one more card, and that's it. You get one more. So, obviously, like I had mentioned earlier, the most common value in the deck is a 10. A 10 is a 10, a jack is a 10, a queen is a 10, a king is a 10. There are more 10s than any other value card. Therefore, you are most likely to get 21 if you double on 11. Boom, there you go, right there. Big 21. And then the dealer ends up with 19. 21's bigger than 19. I just won double my bet. Very simple. Very, very simple. Yep. See, and again, 20 is the most common hand that you're going to get because, 10's the most common value. So, that just happens, unfortunately. Can't do too much about it. $15. Yeah, and again, the assumption is always that the dealer's face-down card is a 10. So usually if the dealer has, like, a low card, you're assuming that it's a 10, and then because 10 is the most common value, you're assuming that they're going to take another 10 and then bust. Yeah, yep, can't do too much about that. The Greg special. And all it really takes for, like, one, it only takes one shoe to, like, make or break the entire session. If you have a really good shoe, you're going to make a ton. If you have a really bad shoe, you're going to lose a ton. Wow, this is a lot of low cards. Bruh. Okay, hold on. Now, 6 cards without busting is crazy. That's very unlikely. And the thing that really sucks about it, according to basic strategy, in terms of, like, hard totals, if you have a hard 17 or higher, you should always just stand on it. You always just want to stand on hard 17 or higher. So, the thing that sucks is that right now I have 17. There's a pretty decent chance that the dealer is just going to flip a 10 and I lose. Oh, yeah, or that happens. Or or that happens, that too. Back-to-back Greg special is crazy. Yeah. And again, like, I do not care. Okay, anyway, but again, like, sometimes that's just how it goes, and there really isn't too much you can do about it. Man. Come on now. Come on now. Let's see a change of pace here. I'd like some good luck. There we go. How about a blackjack? No. Okay. So, soft 19 is very simple. Soft 19 is just going to be a stand. You're just going to stand on that. However, there's one exception. If you have a soft 19 and the dealer's face-up card is a 6, then you're going to double down. That's the only time you're going to double on soft 19. And if you aren't able to double, if you don't have enough money to double down, just stand on it. Just stand. There we go. Perfect. Same with soft 18. So soft 18, like I mentioned, double 2 through 6, stand on 7 and 8, and then hit 9, 10, and ace. If you don't have enough money to double, if you end up having soft 18, like if you have a 7 and then you take an ace and then that gives you soft 18, you can't double down. You can only double on, like, the hand that you're dealt, right? So, if you can't double and you have a soft 18, if it's 2 through 6, that's a straight flush. Damn. If we were playing the lucky 3 side bet, that'd be a straight flush right there. Anyway. But yeah, like, if you have soft 18 and can't double, you're just gonna stand on that 2 through 6. And then also 7 and 8, because that's already stand. So yeah, on 2 through 6, it's a double down, otherwise stand, if you can't double. There we go. Nice. I would like to be able to split a hand here just to demonstrate the splitting. Okay, not bad. Nice, there we go. Perfect. God, imagine if I hit the double Queen of Hearts. Imagine if I hit that while I'm recording. That would be awesome. Ooh, yep. Okay, so this right here. So, most blackjack tables will not let you do this. But there is another option that you can do. There's like a hidden 5th option here, right? Hit, stand, split them, double down. There is a hidden 5th option, and that option is to surrender. Surrendering is basically like folding in poker. You just give up your hand. You surrender your hand, and then you'll get half of your bet back. So ideally, there's only 4 scenarios in which you ever surrender. 15 against a dealer's 10, that's a surrender. And then 16 against a dealer's 9, 10, or ace, that's also a surrender. So in this specific scenario, the optimal move would be to surrender, but because I can't do that, I have to hit and take another card. And as per usual, 16 is like, you have like a 60% chance of busting. It's very high. And even if you don't bust, even if I didn't bust there, the dealer still had 19. So there was still a decent chance I wouldn't have won anyway. There we go. Nice. Okay. That ends up working out. Ooh. Please don't. Come on, please don't. There we go. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Works for me. See now, in that scenario, that was still a soft 17. So if this was one of those tables where the dealer would hit on soft 17, she still would have had to take another card. Now, 12 is not a bad hand by any means. If you hit on a 12, you have like a 26%, 25, 26, somewhere in there. It's about a 26% chance of busting. There, boom, perfect. See, that's real good. Perfect. Perfect. Love that. Now, 12 is also, like, sometimes people will misplay 12. Ugh, I just gotta stretch. Okay, so 12, ideally, if you have a 12 and the dealer has, like 7, 8, 9, 10 ace, you're gonna hit on that, see if you can get at least 17 or more, right? 12, you should also hit 12 against a dealer 2 or 3. And that is hitting 12 against a 2 or a 3 is one of those things where it's not meant to make you more money, it's meant to make you lose less money, like, overall. Because, like, if you stand on a 12 against a dealer 2 or 3, the dealer has a better chance of making their hand, if that makes sense. Still no blackjack. Still no blackjack for me or the dealer. How about a 10? Beautiful. Perfect. Again, soft 17, but because this is a, stand on all 17 game, that's it. Hands over. Boom, we're done. Yep. It was bound to happen at some point. Again, that's just how the game goes sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. Can't do too much about it. How about I get a blackjack? Oh, hey. Oh, and that's a flush block. There. Oh, no way. The dealer also had one. Wait, that's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. So I didn't even win that. I pushed the hand, but I still got the side bet payout, so overall, that's still a net positive, but oh, come on, give me another. Oh. Ooh, okay, so hold on. So this is a pair block right here. That's pair block, so I'll get 10 million for that. Now, aces is a very simple thing to remember. You are always going to split your aces. It's very simple. You always split aces. So, I'm going to put my money out. We're going to split them. Most casinos will let you... Perfect. See, and that is... So, again, Again, the most common value is a 10, so if you split your aces, the most likely outcome is 10, 10, boom, that's two 21s. And you're probably thinking, well, wait, isn't ace and a 10, isn't that blackjack? It is if you're dealt blackjack, but if you split your hand and end up with 21, that is not a blackjack, that's just 21. Now, if we were playing Spanish 21, then Spanish 21 is basically a variation of blackjack. If you get 21 or blackjack, that gets paid out instantly, and then it's just done. Nice. Boom, just like that. Now, I could have hit on this soft 20 if I wanted, but it wouldn't really have done me any good, you know? So I just stand on it. Don't want to risk anything. Soft 20 is also always a stand. You don't ever want to double that or do any, funny business with it. Yeah, and again, here we are, 16 against a 10. The optimal move is to surrender, but if you can't do that, then you're just supposed to take another one. As per usual, it's very, very rare that you hit on a 16 and don't bust, and it's even more rare that you hit on a 16, don't bust, and then still end up winning the hand. So, again, just overall, not super common. Oh, come on, don't do it to me again. Please don't. Okay. 12, 12, 16, bust. There we go. Perfect. I am going to finish out the rest of this shoe, and then I'll end the video there. I know most of it was kind of yapping, but I also did want to kind of, I wanted to... Ooh! Aw. Okay. No, don't do it. Please don't do it. God damn it. Okay, so right here, I will say real quick, though, a pair of 4s. If you have a pair of 4s, you should only split those against a dealer 5 or 6. And on top of that, you should only be splitting 4s against 5 or 6 if you are allowed to double down after splitting. Some casinos don't let you do that, but if you are allowed to double after splitting, you should split 4s against dealer 5 or 6. If you are not allowed to split, if you are not allowed to double down after splitting, then you will just never split 4s. If that's the case, then just never split 4s. But, again, this game does let us double after splitting, so... Oh, perfect. Okay, another 11. 11 is always double down, unless it's an ace on a stand on all 17s table. Boom, again, there's that 10. Dealer flips 18, I win, double the money. Very simple. Very simple. And, sometimes, I'll tell you what, one of the things that really sucks is when you have 11, and then you double down and get an ace, and then you just have 12. That sucks. That's not fun. That's just unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, and again, if the dealer has a 10, then you should probably, it's safe to assume that the dealer will also have another 10 under there. Which, but sometimes they don't, and then sometimes you end up winning. Perfect. A little bit of side bet action. I will say, I have been to a real casino before, and it's very fun. It's super, super fun. Me personally, I highly recommend playing some of the side bets. Like, if you're gonna go to... Oh, beautiful. Love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. That makes my pussy rather damp. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Anyway, but... if you are ever going to go to a real casino, And play blackjack. If you're going to go to a real casino and play blackjack, whether it's digital or like a physical table, if you're going to go to the casino and play blackjack, I highly recommend playing some of those side bets. Because some of them, again, like if you get lucky, they will pay out massive. Overall, I would say I do recommend side bets. Oh, okay, right here. Okay, so a pair of nines. Nines, you're going to split against a dealer 2 through 9, except for 7. So, if you have a pair of nines, you are not going to split them against a 7, 10, or an ace. So in this case, we're just standing on it. And, still end up losing. Oh well. And the reason that you would split 2 through 9 except for 7, the reason you don't split against a 7 is because, again, mathematically, that dealer's face down card is likely to be a 10. So if you just have 18, and then you stand against the 7, boom, the dealer flips over 10, that's a 17, they have to stand, you have 18, you won, you're done, you won the hand. Okay, pair of threes. A pair of threes, you are going to split 2 through 7. You are going to split against a dealer's 2 through 7. The dealer has a 9, therefore we're not splitting them. 2s, 3s, and 7s. So pairs of 2s, 3s, a pair of 2s, 3s, or 7s, you are going to split against a dealer 2 through 7. Okay. Nice. There we go. Look at that. Seven, 17. Okay, yeah. And so push just means that you tie. You don't win, but you also don't lose. You just end up getting your bet back. I don't know why they chose to call it a push instead of, like, a tie, but it's whatever. Not a big deal. Soft 19. It's against a 10, so we're going to stand on it. And unfortunately, dealer had 20, so it's still a loss, but... Again, can't do too much about that. Okay, here we go. Now this is a time where we would split these threes. Okay. 7 against a 5. Obviously, we're going to hit that. And, okay, 15 against 5. Boom, that's a stand. Now, 10. 10, you are going to double down against a dealer 2 through 9. Because, again, most common card is a 10. So, it just kind of works like that. So, we're going to double this down. Hopefully get a 10. Yes, perfect. There we go. That's what we want. So, even though I lost this hand, I still won this hand. And because it was a double down, that still ends up being a net positive. So it all works out. It ends up working out. Now, the nice thing about doubling against the nice thing about doubling down on a 10 is you still could get an ace and make it 21 instead of 20, which is even better. Now, this is another one of those commonly misplayed hands moments, but 12, like I said, you're going to hit against 7, 8, 9, 10 ace as usual, but you're also going to hit 12 against a dealer 2 or 3. Perfect, and then we stand. There we go. Now, obviously, if I had just stood on that 12, I still would have won, but Either way, we got rid of another low card, which means that there's more high cards. Ooh, okay. So this is a little scary. 11 versus 10 is always a little scary because you know that you should double down. But if you end up getting, like, anything less than a 9, then you're thinking to yourself, oh shit. So I'm going to hope I get a 10. I don't. And the dealer, unfortunately, did not bust, so, But, as you saw earlier, I'm pretty sure we've doubled down like 4 times, and 3 out of the 4 times, it's worked. It's gone well. Nice. There we go. Little scary, little scary. Almost 21, but not quite. One too many. Eight. Okay. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh well. At least you can make a little bit back with the side bets, which again, that's another reason that I recommend them, is like, if you still lose the hand, you could still maybe, like, cushion the blow a bit, or even, still end up making some money with the side bet. Yep. Unfortunate. Again, can't do too much about it. I would have lost either way. Nice. There we go. Alright. Just about to the end of the line here. So, finish up this shoe. 9. Okay. No blackjack. Please don't. Okay, good. Now, 9. 9, you would want to double down against a dealer 3 through 6. Obviously, that's not a 3, 4, 5, or 6, so we're just going to hit this instead of doubling. Oh, damn, that sucks. Okay, there we go. Well, yeah, see, that's... Now, granted, that's better than losing, at least I didn't lose, but I also didn't win, so... 11, oh god. Oh, boy. Okay, see, now, luckily for us, dealer still ended up busting. That's good. And, as you can see, this will end up being the last hand of the shoe here. I'll still let the whole shuffle animation play out, but I'm not going to play another shoe. I'm just going to cut it here. How about a blackjack on the way out? Ooh! Wait! Oh, no, please. Okay. That's still really good. That's still really good. A suited 20. That's a really good payout for side bet. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Ends up being a push. Okay, whatever. But suited 20, that's a decent payout for the side bet. Not bad. Not bad at all. 26. So I think... I want to say I had like 240? 240 million? Something like that. So, down a little bit. Not to worry. Not a huge deal. I think probably later I will end up doing another like whole shoe, but with a different side bet. Alrighty. If you ended up making it this far, I appreciate it. I try and just kind of post whatever I want, as long as it's, not super boring. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.